Okay, what's up? Thanks everybody for tuning in. Good to have you back. Today is a special day because it's the beginning of week number 2 of our distance learning experiment. What we're going to do today is go over some basic ideas, things we want to keep in mind as we move forward. Then we're going to get into the calendar and then we're out of here. So let's check it out. Things that we want to keep in mind as we move forward. Number 1, remember that we're going to assign work on Monday and Wednesday. By we, I mean English teachers. When you do this work is totally up to you, but we're going to assign it on Monday and Wednesday, and typically these assignments take around an hour. Remember, point number 2, that these assignments can be completed whenever you want, but we ask that you turn them in no later than the end of the week, so like Friday night to turnitin.com, okay? Item number 3, remember, we've already talked about this, but this work is a really cool learning experience. It's like exactly what Ralph Waldo Emerson advocates for in On the American Scholar. So we're not doing this for a grade, we're not doing it for points, but we are doing this because we want to be skilled readers and writers. We know that at some point we're probably going to have to take the SAT, although let's be real, it's kind of shaky right now. But even beyond the SAT, we want to be good readers and writers, and we want to continue to better ourselves. What better way to do that than in an environment without the boundaries of grades? Another thing that we want to remember is that whenever we come up against something that is like a really important idea or a really important reading, I'm going to make a separate specific video for that. I've already done one for Writing Analytically, Chapter 8. I'm sure I'll do several more. So when those videos come up, I'll post them in the group chat. And then likewise, if you have any questions or if there's a specific reading that you would like a video for that dives a little more deeply into those ideas, let me know and we can create one. Lastly, remember to post all your questions to the group chat. It's not just me responding to questions, it can be all of you talking to each other about content related to the course. So yeah, if you have like memes and stuff, we'll try to, I don't know, we'll try to police that. Okay, so that's it. These are things that we want to keep in mind moving forward. So now that we've talked about them, let's get into the calendar. Okay, we know that we're in the middle of a big writing project. We're talking about the Contact Zone essay. So for Monday, March 23rd, that's probably today, you want to make sure that you're writing an early body paragraph and a later body paragraph. This is really like taking a step toward producing a rough draft without producing the whole thing, right? We talked about intros and conclusions last week, so now we're starting to think about body paragraphs. Remember, in your body paragraphs, you're going to produce 2 pieces of evidence in each one. One piece of the evidence is going to be from your primary source, and that could be a quote or an observation about a visual element that you think is really interesting, like what somebody looks like, what they're wearing. It might be some technical element, like if there's background music that you notice that you think is interesting, or if, I don't know, anything. So one piece of evidence is going to be from your primary text, and then one piece of evidence is going to be from your secondary text. That's probably going to be a quote. When you place both of these things in conversation, you're going to analyze what the secondary passage or secondary evidence says about your primary evidence, and then you're going to come back to your claim. Now at some point, later on in your essay, you're going to evolve your claim in some way because you're introducing new evidence and new analysis that complicates your claim in some way, grows it, evolves it. So that's what we want to do in the second body paragraph. How is your claim evolving? I don't know. So those are the things that we want to focus on, writing 2 body paragraphs for Monday's class. Now you're going to post your body paragraphs to turnitin.com, so again, please do that by Friday at midnight. Now for Wednesday's class, we're going to put all of the pieces together. We're going to put an intro, a couple body paragraphs, maybe write another body paragraph, and then you're going to begin to think about a conclusion. Again, using the information from Writing Analytically. If you need to go back and check that video out, it's there for you. So for Wednesday's class, your focus is to just put a rough draft of your essay together. What you also want to do is locate somebody else from class and share your work with them. You can do this using Google Docs, just share it with them. I mean, you do this all the time probably. So share your work with them. The other person can read through your work, provide you with comments, make some revisions, check your citations, your works cited page, all that stuff, and then give you some useful feedback. Now, this work on Wednesday doesn't require you to turn anything in, but it's really just, we're going to honor system this thing. Just reach out to somebody and have them edit your stuff. Now, if you have some extra time, What you want to do is focus on citation rules. There are some resources that we posted to the website with some commonly asked questions and answers to those questions. So check that out to make sure that you're following all the citation rules. And if you have any especially kind of thorny questions about how to cite a really strange text or something, post them to the group chat and we'll respond. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this week. We're writing 2 body paragraphs for Monday. For Wednesday's class, we're going to put everything together into a really early rough draft, and we're going to reach out to somebody else for some editorial help. If you have any extra time, check out the citation rules information posted to the website, and if you still have some citation questions, post them to the group chat. All right, thanks again for tuning in. Hopefully we see each other soon, but until then, be good to yourself, be good to everybody else, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.